actually dislike the question of how much money can you make with detailing, right? Because it all comes, and not just the detailing, it's literally with any business, any service, any product, any industry, any vertical, any market, any like it always comes down to how well you execute on your business, right? Like, is there money to be made in detailing? Yeah. Is that any different than pressure washing? Is that any different than HVAC, than plumbing, than electrical, than contracting, than roofing, than than building or retaining walls, or doing dentistry, or being a lawyer? Or is it any different from being an accountant, or being a mechanic, or being, like, you can make money with whatever you want if you know what you're actually doing. And if you ask the question like, well, how much money can you make with the business? It's like, dude, how good are you at executing? How good are you at maintaining a plan for the next 10 years? How good are you to adjusting to set plans day in and day out? How much can you tolerate of, taking on the pressure and the stress, and how big are you trying to grow it? And how much money do you have to work with, and how much time do you have to work with, and do you have anyone else helping you, and who's your support group, and who are your friends that are keep on pushing you to do more, and what are you proud with? What are you willing to settle on, right? Like, it's not just saying, well, how much money can you make with it? You can make however much you want if you know what you're doing. But if you're playing the small game, if you have this kind of scarcity mentality, if you kind of always seeing things in a negative light, and things are always like kind of getting in your way, and you think that's like actually kind of slowing you down, or kind of hindering your performance, you're not going to make much, right? Is $5,000 a month a lot for you? I would hope not. But is $5,000 a lot for you? Is 7,000? Is 9,000? Is 12,000? Is 15,000? Is 18,000? Is 20,000? What is a lot of money for you? You know, like for me, when we hit 20,000 a month, I was like, dude, I don't care about this. I don't care about the 20,000, right? I would like to see this at 35, 45,000. 20,000 meant nothing to me, right? It was great that we accomplished it, but in the grand scheme of things, I was like, dude, I'm not worried about 20,000. Like, I don't want to rest on my laurels of 20,000, right? To someone else, it might say, hey, they hit 8,000. They're like, ooh, if I can maintain this, then I'll be set, you know? So it all comes down to your personal preference, right? What kind of goals do you want in your life? What kind of lifestyle do you want? What do you want to support? What do you want to do? How many days do you want to have off? How much stress do you want to take on? How many days do you actually want to work, or how many times do you want to travel throughout the year? Like, all that is gonna determine how much you can actually make, right? Because you don't have to go for like these super ambitious big goals of 40,000, 60,000 a month. Like, no, like, you don't have 8,000 could be enough for you, right? And there's no right or wrong answer, right? Who's to say that 8,000 isn't more than enough for one person, and 18,000 per month is more than enough for one? Like, you can't judge anyone off of like, oh, that's too high or that's too small. It's just, what do you want out of life? What do you want out of your business? What do you want to accomplish, right? And what time frame? So with any industry, detailing, whatever, you can make however much you want.